Until further notice, the only thing left for the Giants to sell is dysfunction. This will come as a shock to the football media, who traditionally portrayed the franchise as different than the rest, even when the theory was more myth than reality. During those many seasons when the Giants were on their way to not making the playoffs, writers and opinion makers constructed a smokescreen, reminding the free world about the 2 Super Bowl wins with Eli Manning running the show, or the glory years under Bill Parcells when Lawrence Taylor, a player with both a nose for the football and cocaine, was playing his way into Canton. Marcio Jose Sanchez ap yes, when things went south, accentuate the past and what it did for you, the fan. And don't ever forget how the late owner Wellington Mara saved the NFL by pushing his fellow owners to equally divide the national television money. And you only have to look back to last summer when those in the know were waving premature pom-poms predicting a Super Bowl appearance for the Giants this season. The offensive line problems were put on the media's back burner, portrayed as a minor flaw, especially by those who supported Jerry Reese, as if they were propagandists propping up a tin-horn dictator. It took club brainiacs aka John Mara, Ben McAdoo, Reese's soulless bungling of the apparent transition from Manning to the Giants' QB of the future to make many of those on the Giants media bandwagon finally realize the organization is not all they cracked it up to be. It took many moons for the Giants to build this holier-than-thou image and about 3 days for the media to tear it down, at least until the usual suspects reverse field and start building it up again. Any future PR spinning won't undo the damage, or the word Giants conjuring up chaotic images. And you can't blame this one on Odell Beckham Jr. But how will he react to all the changes when he returns next season? How will he respond to a quarterback who can't deliver the ball on time, or a new coach if McAdoo is pink-slipped? Will Morocco allow a new coach to let OBJ be OBJ? How did that work out for McAdoo? Al-Belagiti images get it. The organization walks out of the Manning mess with even a bigger mess on its hands. Unless this hyper-scrutiny of the Giants by one-time media allies is a fleeting occurrence, the only way to rekindle the organization's caring reputation is to win, and win big. It will be tough, probably impossible, to do that next season. And if Manning goes elsewhere and succeeds, well, it's not hard to predict the reaction of fans who respected the way he carried himself on and off the field. Turns out, the class Manning exuded didn't rub off on the people he worked for. You know what, that's okay. Owning an NFL franchise forces one to be ruthless and cutthroat. Having a mostly fawning media, as the Giants have enjoyed for years, sends a message that dirty dealing can be done with a benevolent approach. That's baloney. Loyalty has no place in a business where doing the wrong thing is standard operating procedure. The bottom line, not image, is all that matters, even to the sainted Giants. Just ask Eli. Pope's afterlife. In the final days of his reign as sports pope, Mike Francesca has talked about wanting to go out as #1 in his final ratings book. How is he doing when he goes mouth-to-mouth from 3 p.m. 6:30 p.m. with ESPN 98.7's The Michael Kay Show? Not bad. In November, Francesi's WFAN Soiree pulled a 6.8 share, good for second in the marketplace in the key demographic, men 2,554. Kay's Gabfest recorded a 5.8 share, which put his show third in the marketplace and still in striking distance of passing His Holiness. As Francese's days dwindle down to a precious few, speculation mounts on where he will land when he returns to shepherd his flock. After commenting on Francese's recent Giants rant, did the Pope clear the rant with Parcells? Sirius Ohms Howard Stern wasn't exactly thrilled about the idea of Francesca possibly coming to SXM. Stern said he wasn't sure Francesca could draw a crowd. "We need people who will bring subscribers," Stern said skeptically on his Wednesday show. "We need people who will move the dial." Not exactly a ringing endorsement, right? Nance insight. On the rare occasions CBS Tony Romo comes up for air, Jim Nance has some good things to say. Like last Sunday, after New Orleans tight end Coby Fleener was crushed high by a Rams defender in the fourth quarter. When Fleener re-entered the game, Nance wondered if he even was put through concussion protocol. If he was, it was the fastest procedure ever, Nance said. About 3 minutes later, Tracy Wolfson reported how Fleener was just checked for a concussion. Nance pointed out that the checkup was a bit late. Amen. Take support. There are a few rays of sunshine popping out of Bristol Clown Community College, where bad ratings and layoffs dominate the conversation. In November, First Take's viewership increased a whopping 70% over the same period last year. The show averaged 511,000 viewers from October 30th to November 26th. Why the increase? While the two gasbags, Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman, along with host Molly Querim, have a lot to do with the numbers, there are certain contributors who come off the bench and light up the proceedings. We are referring to Tim Tebow, Professor Paul Feinbaum, Donovan McNabb, and the ultimate instigator Will Super Sub Kane. These cats know how to inspire real debate, not prefabricated drivel. Hope is eternal. If Giants brass needs spiritual guidance, they might want to check out the Jets pre-game show Sunday on SNY, specifically for the Ray of Hope segment. Yes, in the middle of the usual NFL tumult, the Right Reverend Ray Lucas, okay, so he is not officially ordained, brings the prospect of a brighter future for a team, you, me, or any other pair of eyeballs. Making this segment even more inspiring is the background provided by Willie Colon, not the salsa-ian and social activist, but the former Jets Steelers lineman and social activist. Dude of the week. Alexander Ovechkin, the Caps star, has underachieved in the Stanley Cup playoffs during his illustrious NHL career. Yet he wrote his ticket to the Hall of Fame of giving back to those less fortunate when he thrilled the 13-year-old cancer patient by promising to score a goal, then delivering a hat-trick against Toronto. He even got to celebrate the accomplishment with his young admirer in a happy locker room. Dweeb of the week. John Currie, the head coaching search fiasco in Tennessee, led by Currie the athletic director, appeared to reach its peak when former Rutgers head coach Greg Schiano had his offer pulled after Vols fans protested the hiring. Man, were we wrong. On Monday it was said that Purdue coach Jeff Brom was in the running. On Tuesday it was Oklahoma State's Mike Gundy, a fan favorite. Wednesday came, and it was reported that an offer was out to NC State's Dave Doran, who turned down Currie. The AD has botched this search so badly that the university booted him out the door on Friday. Double talk. What John Mara said: we obviously have some tough decisions to make at the end of the year, and who knows what's going to happen. What John Mara meant to say, I don't mind admitting I'm totally clueless. Now, leave me alone.